time was thinking, I don't really care
got
about
FUT,
Vito
new
all that
comp
much.
on this map,
Also
bit
don't
better
really
than
care
what they
if there's
had
any changes.
on
For me,
defense,
I kinda wanna
Fnatic
tap
on
something he
attack.
was kind of hinting at, which is
The raid boss
there's very
Astra.
few points in the last 5 or 6 years where we've asked Fnatic to kind of go back
defense.
to basics.
Sure.
And I think that is the headline, right? It was the overcomplication of some of the aspects of the game versus BBL. Absolutely agree with that. Are they going to be given the same chance against? Well, FUT have a huge opportunity actually to tap into something that Fnatic clearly struggled with.
Yeah, Zeus also been a name for himself, and Kayak on the other side. Always such a lovely little comparison between the two of such heavy hitters coming up through the scene. Kayak has taken the vast majority of at least that portion of sight.
I mean, they at least get good info that two
really
committed
not
over
wanting to
towards
give
the
up too
site.
much, but it is Alpha.
I want to say that's through smoke, but he might have jumped
Well,
up.
get the ball rolling, really,
Get
by
the
taking
thing going.
Get the thing going. And it's a bit of a stall here from Fnatic, just pausing.
I mean,
That
they're
utility
insanely patient
cycle
on
through,
this.
And lovely. Very diligent, very clear-cut steps here. Pistol round should be on their side.
Very methodical
Spike
push
planted.
forwards here.
Last
Yesterday with a
player
chance.
standing.
Proposed going to shut that down. Just Baha remaining now.
There you go, raid boss.
Foul to a ghost.
Ooh, nice shots.
That was kind of snappy.
Yeah, there was.
Kind of snappy. Now, okay, so let's kind of talk about it, right? Because Mini was kind of alluding to a couple of different things. One, the application of Alpha, right? And how we want to see him maybe problem solve for them in this. Could he be a solution to maybe the new meta that they didn't seem quite ready for? I don't know how you kind of...
boys! Woo,
Oh, he's-
For me, Alpha's
Thumbs up.
not necessarily the key stakeholder here. For me, it falls to Kayak, it falls to Vekad, and unfortunately it falls to Boaster as well in terms of where they struggled. That's where I want to see
Okay, the three
noticeable
guns go
improvement.
together. They're
Maybe an
allowed 2
improvement
deaths,
addressing
and the 2 deaths are getting
the very
info.
obvious issues they had in terms of the game plan versus
Jump,
GBL.
peek, and you put the
There
wall
was
here.
A number of rounds we were waiting to see an adjustment, an adaptation on Fnatic's part, and it just didn't come.
Yeah, and kind of rolling your minds back. I mean, it is fluffy. Don't get me wrong. I know this is a stretch too, but...
Well, yeah, call it knee-jerk reaction to week 1, but it's because it was so concerning.
Yeah, exactly. And also, little fun fact, it's not that fun if you're a Fnatic fan, but kickoff in, 2025, facing off against FUT, Abyss starting map, and they also lost that as well, and that was with Kron. So again, these two have quite an interesting little history. Obviously a bit of a different roster as well for FUT in this regard, but again, historically, I do want to see Fnatic kind of pick up, I guess, the slack, right? Like, again, if you're looking at someone like Vitality, who's now,
Well,
in
they
my
can
eyes, deemed
discover the camera
one of
at
the heavier
least.
favourites in this scenario this year, at least to start with. Let's see how Fnatic kind of compare, I guess.
No one shows on this one.
For FUT, though, they're no pushovers. They do have some
Instead of
real
prodding out
talent
and
on this
giving
roster.
themselves time, they haven't really...
Place, and that could
Do
not
they
have
have
been
time
worse
to go
timing.
back?
However,
Not really.
unfortunately, Crashy's there to find two and somewhat
Still worries
quell
me a
the
little
building
bit
threat.
from Fnatic, but
Fnatic had been very cautious here. First half of this round.
20 seconds.
yeah, I mean, they would have just gambled here at one point.
Mr. Fallen still looking to anchor towards A. Not sure who was spotted on the other side of this, but I feel like the plant can be denied here. Might only get 1 or 2 chances at it. Get across here, Baha shut down by Kayak. Spike will go down. Mr. Fallen now, classic in hand, 1v3.
Right here.
Get one more, that's pretty good going.
Yeah, that's nice though. They
Let's get
spot the
behind
wall.
us. Alpha is down, that's information for later on. Couldn't quite get the shot. So for Fnatic, 3 standing, 3 rifles through, ticking the box, right? All good so far, no big threats, and actually a quiet beginning from FUT. A couple of players popping off, but nothing to really damage economy or build any massive ults early.
At least they kept
Sounds
long
too
range
far
for
away
it.
For the Fnatic side, obviously, but
But yeah, if these guys had tucked into the site,
Guys, come on,
about
boys!
halfway through.
they definitely could have
The
gone
simple
into a
stuff
stack.
So far, but the tension now gets drawn. We have rifles out for both sides. Decent purchase back in for Fnatic 2 here.
Dude, it's kind of weird. Fnatic have an A spam comp, but they're not like a team that just fearlessly send it, really.
All the main obstacles we're looking for them to overcome.
Well, we were just discussing how worrying it is that I felt that was something that affected them in the NRG game last year, end of the year, how they couldn't quite problem solve it, but now looking like we're getting close to this site hit. At least with the Al drone invested. Baha doesn't quite evade it, but tries to swing early. I didn't mind the intention, but it did feel like an unfair 1v1 almost as Kayak reigning supreme on the site here. Yes, Jay, does he get any safety to play into? He does, he's got a... Oh my god, all right, Kayak, just bulldozer the site. Fair play, that looks like it's kind of got a
Send it. So they're not the team to just kind of fearlessly send it, but they clear... Oi. They clear close with the drone and just realized that
believe
no
just
one has
two
an angle.
standing now for FUT. Still healthy, but
This is blistering pace for Fnatic. This is like one of the fastest rounds you'll see, yeah.
To reset, most obviously very disconnected here.
Boaster secures the round with the Round the World.
Go around the world.
Yeah.
Could be another kill to come through. Well, he's found one. It'll be difficult to get a half on here.
Yeah, Boaster's still around, should be able to buy time, which he's doing, right? Utility coming through on that Astra, and still great positioning too, just on that push-up. And Rossley clean with it, but round pretty much cooked here. So for Fnatic,
nice.
They'll be happy as Larry 3 back-to-back converting bonus. It was well invested, but still.
But the sort of round we're looking for, so just some comfort in what Fnatic display, right? It's a set plan.
I like,
no
dude, this kind of
variables or curveballs.
This is the stuff that I would like to see Fnatic lean on more, to be honest with you. Like, this was relatively safe, but...
Dissect Fnatic here at the choke point. Again, Kayak a little ahead of the curve, but he delivers.
Well, that's the mad part. There wasn't much util to set him into play, really.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty frustrating if you're FUT there. To just let a guy walk out all the time just because of one drone.
1v1s, he just wins.
Especially when you have a KO on your team also.
They now have, amazing. That's brilliant.
Wow, just another straight sight here. Okay.
There's some more evolution on this, a little bit more kind of comfort for him to play into.
Knife goes close on towards sight, hits one. Knife goes back, hits three. Do they cancel?
Fnatic previously showed quite a tendency towards one of the sites compared to the other, but the flash shouldn't affect Boaster on the site, tucked in on the corner. And cleans up. This is good. This is very good until then. Now, getting a
nice trades.
Little bit worrying.
Yeah, Alpha tagged up. Still 3 alive here for Fnatic. Baha on a long flank.
Oh, he's got good timing. Oh, man, I thought he had the timing on that. Chipping Alpha down to 11, but Mr. Fallen in a 1v3. Yeah, Alpha vulnerable.
Fnatic 2 convincing, relatively fast rounds. Yeah.
Right shoulder to shoulder.
Pick up this sight line, won't spot the cross, obviously, so maybe a free.
Oh, I love that.
Fallen.
Shock dart, hoping it'd be Alpha who catches, but no.
Ooh, that's
nice
unlucky.
try from Mr. Fallen, right idea. Better shot from Crashies. 4-0, Fnatic looking cool and calm.
Trading out really effectively here in the San Francisco. Obviously the heavier stack here for FUT.
Game being shambles, yeah, he might have a rocky year with this.
An early timeout here, considering. And the second buy round for FUT's going to be crucial in terms of doing some damage. Obviously stripping away this cushion that's already built up. I am seeing Zeus pick up an operator.
I like to see it.
Yep.
I know that Zeus may not be the kind of main character when he picks up the op. That's not been something we love in his hands necessarily, but...
Yeah, within this roster, actually, then the focus goes towards Crossley and Mr. Fallen, to be honest, to really set that up.
Yep. I'm not against it, though. I guess
TMV, the Shanks of EMEA. Who was he with last time? Ascend? And they didn't make it into franchising. I know his first team in franchising might go 0-2-0-2. Interesting.
Able to divide and conquer. If there's an op in the way, could be kind of nice to see how they want to problem solve that.
There is a major switch up here, and ultimately eyes go back towards Fnatic, knowing that this purchase is a possibility and have ultimates to work with here as well, so certainly a chance to cement their financial cushion right now, because it's looking very healthy behind this. Even Alpha actually not too far away from his ultimate as well. So it's a tall order.
Dude, it's so hard to call a timeout and go up against this. They probably need to just take a risk on one of the sides. They sit over towards the site. You would imagine they would get wrecked with the KO ult and the server ult.
Right, it was very site-centric, so Alpha similar wall to before. That was noted, I think, from Mr. Fallen.
Kind of implies a late B pivot.
Yeah, but
FUT currently 3.
Dude, FUT get no info on that. I thought they would at least try and hold this line to see if anyone is actually taking mid control. Wow, that's all Fnatic had to do, create mid pressure, just one knife, one smoke. And the smoke was here.
They still have a chance at least.
Okay, this is a good time drone though. Drone clears over towards middle. Yeah. I'm worried with how passive they are. It's going to have to be a 5v5 retake, and Crashies is going to have his ult. Definitely keep an eye on Boaster. We spoke about the round the world before from here, but this is around the universe, man. Really far away.
I like that though, because maybe a good read into how FUT like to play those retakes on these side hits. It gives Boaster a lot of play here, because they're sitting super deep. It'll be a slow play back in, playing full retake on the site. and hard to make that operator work. Already been switched out.
So they got so much delay as well. Sova ult, if they want to pop it early, could save it for the spike itself.
But the breakthrough comes in until they meet Kayak. Finally, he falls. The flank's on the way. That's going to be in the back of your mind, but maybe they don't
God,
need
they
it.
put Astro into it as well. Got a kill, got Astro.
Brilliant on the site, though. And now there's a problem. Does he know about Boaster? Stall on the
Very
site,
well timed.
And Baha being put through his paces. A brutal scenario, a great shock dart. And
very, very nice on this. Yeah, they looked very in control. Crashies didn't even have to use his ult on this. FUT there have to do something aggro, man. They can't sit back like this, really. It was still a nice call from Bosa's luck, though.
Looks like FUT are maybe going to win out in terms of these first kills back onto site, but...
Brilliant, thank you for that. Replay.
No comment. Chico back on the cards here for FUT. Getting ahead.
Why have you done that?
Kayak on the hunt once more, though. Already showing he's feeling a little more comfortable today.
Creating pressure again.
Kayak's been an incredible addition to this roster. Amongst all the losses that they've had,
yeah, a bit too early, man. I need more.
Conversation, even losing someone like Kron is what he can bring to a round and how much impact he can have. But credit where it's due, Kayak has been an absolute marvel in this. And even beyond that, you got to still give credit over to Crash. He's had a fantastic year. Picked up well even in that first game.
Hey, Fnatic with no one getting hit by the knife felt like they created mid pressure.
Great numbers. And it's just kind of who then joins. Do we get to see that kind of unlocking of alpha?
So prodding over towards A. How much resistance do they get from their drone?
He was a great highlight in that first series, actually, for me. He looked great. So I was a little bit worried, obviously, off-season. You take it with a pinch of salt.
Bit of resistance.
He came out looking fantastic in that first real go of things. But I don't like what they're seeing here. And look, we know they're happy to play it late.
Fnatic's anti-ecos worry me a little bit.
30 seconds left.
Do you think I like their ideas, but is the KO not better here to like late knife and get info if there is a stack? They just do it for the site hit anyway, or?
Maybe they're going to slip into this smoke.
Gonna try and do what he can.
Yeah, they just do it for the late hit, sure.
And
Dude, they're just so comfy letting the time get to 10.
You have to be exceptionally diligent on all of the util on the site take. You have to be so aware someone could be disruptive, and they are. So none of those threats come through. A nice.
So it's a nice idea to change up the lurker on this one.
Farming opportunity. Ult's still there for him, so he's got that in the pocket for the coming round.
I feel like the Astra's the only luck. Once you see the Astra with the group, you feel like there's no luck. Different agent.
6-0 will be etched on the scoreboard. As yet to Jake.
Also, creating pressure over towards middle means that their fake pressure probably gets value on the buy rounds.
I was going to say fairly confident of the possibility, but we'll lose the rifle. Let's say though, certainly not in a position to cause any further issues for Fnatic. Again, money's already there, comfortable for Fnatic here. Really interested in giving away another exit anywhere else. So 6 unanswered rounds now. I believe actually versus BBL map 1, it was 7 unanswered initially.
You think the flash info being taken away from Vice? Yeah, I'm kind of surprised we see some Vice, to be honest with you.
And whether or not how much you attribute
this
to
must be
this
must be wall value that they really rate high. It's a great ability, the wall, but yeah, most teams kind of moved away just because the flash got so wrecked. It's a pretty heavy nerf.
Certainly look as if they are way more in control now of the game.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
And look, you'd rather have Fnatic have a wake-up call early than late, right? Just have that wake-up call in those opening games that can't be
Flash, recon. Okay, now they're adding the recon on top of it. Dude, they keep expecting someone to like fight or be over towards middle.
Yeah, look, we all know how far they went last year. Obviously,
with what happened, they know they've created pressure for sure. Well,
but regardless, they got there.
No one shot the recon, so yeah, I guess so.
A lot of the steps on the way, and rightly so. It wasn't the cleanest of runs, but still, they've come back in. They've had a bit of a fumble on the word go. They didn't make it past the first hurdle, but now it's time to pick back up. A little bit of a reminder.
You say the meta is more diverse at the moment?
And even with all the roster changes,
after the Teo nerf, it's maybe at a similar level.
And for FUT, it's time to try and get back on the board here.
There's a lot of different agents right now. It's probably more.
Playing on obviously the weaker side of the map here. He might not get the initial start he wanted. The Owl drone going to clear.
Kickoff's always a bit like this, though.
But look how far back Fnatic was sitting.
very cautious here.
Oof.
He's able to avoid that, so presence unnoticed just yet. The timing of this contact coming through towards
Astra ult, try to make it look like they're trying to plant in this corner. Knife goes in. It's a great recon. Oh, they used the Waylay ult, even though the recon didn't see anyone.
Gonna be caught up here.
He's going through it. Trying to stick around on site, but we saw that ult in the hands of Alpha before Boaster invested his. He's played with, but the flash is fantastic.
Great flash.
Possibly the one to work off his own pretty much at that point. But they've done really well, taking away that frontline defense almost, and putting the rest in their paces. Vakash could have been caught there. You saw that second.
He's got his own flash.
Swing on it, but no, plants in play, a late flank en route as well. And then the ult comes down from Yetajay. Information is coming, and Yetajay gets a double. It is danger for Crashies.
Bad damage for
No dart
Crashies.
to play on, has his ult, but this ain't the time for it. Zeus wants him dead.
Very nice in the end.
I
mean, that's a big round for them, right? 5 people surviving.
Second either way for
I'm not
Fnatic.
sure there was any damage done here.
A much cleaner plant here. A chance to maybe rely on the Hunter's Fury, which it looks like is the game plan in that post plant.
Looks a little rough for the 2 that were left over towards site.
So maximum credit to FUT here. In Baha playing perfect.
Oh,
This
man.
flash is just sublime.
Oh, look at him, bro. He thinks he's round the corner.
Again, already rotating towards 8. You see him darting all the way back through spawn, but nice! Able to pivot back and bail Baha out.
And bless, I mean, the way these rounds have gone, you look at Baha, you think, man, he's in the trenches. Every time, if they're doing those like little fakes, he's left solo on those sites with maybe just a pistol, or obviously the ult coming out from Alpha, and then he's down there just like, Christ, I'm just going to try and hold on as long as I can. But Fnatic, I'm just trying to pick back up, but Zeus right up
I
the
was
rip.
gonna say in the background.
Another mid default. No one shoots the recon.
I'm trying to bait him in, but
This
we
time they
know that
actually take the
Fnatic's tempo
space.
can be really hard to handle.
They're like, dude, we keep getting this for free. We might as well actually put someone here. Problem is, it makes the sides a lot weaker, right? You see the Jet over towards middle. You know they're not execing without any kind of mid pressure for a little bit. They've got no one to get through the choke.
Still, 2 players conscious that Zeus is posted deep now.
Kayak's done the job though, right? Shoot the drone, that's the main thing that's clearing the question mark over towards here. Unless they're going to group up and clear this, and honestly they're not the most proactive team on defense.
Fnatic really
You know that
with
the sides should be weak.
Really help with this owl drone, so a little bit frustrating for Zeus, but I guess it burned some of the util early. Yeah, he's going to respect it and fall off that first angle. I need to go for a second. He does get caught by the recon bolt in the end, so good slow, nice hinder. Just denying.
Would like a timeout from FUT, but
connected to on this. Kayak's looking.
Ooh, nice shot.
Plucks him out of the air.
You'd love to see that, Zeus. Nice impact early there. Taking away Kayak, who's been really good at even holding those flood retakes. He was instrumental before.
Full 5-man here. 4 FUT on the way back in. Fnatic have given up a lot of space towards the front of site here. How quick can FUT figure that out?
That knife feels like it might be a little bit of an indicator, but they've got to get going. There's post-plant util. You can see it lined up.
Shot
Crash is
darts
still.
as well, yeah.
Yeah, they gotta be. Yeah, they gotta be fast on this one. Dude, is that enough time done? It might be.
Could have been an issue. Just clearing some corners here, but FUT look a little bit hesitant to handle this.
Molly goes in. Oh, they got it half, dudes. They got it half, surely.
Post-plant util does make it towards halfway, but now just one. Mr. Fallen can get
Score,
anything
mate.
done here. Tries to
It's
dodge.
unlucky.
He can't evade it.
I would
Booster
expect a second timeout
finds
from
the final
FUT.
one, and Fnatic continue
Dude, there's a
on
really
their
obvious
warpath.
thing they should be doing. Does anyone in chat know what it is? Look at the
Still be
comp.
there for
Think about
Fnatic.
what's happening.
Again, in terms
What should
of
they
the
be
post-plant
doing?
here, a little
I'll give you a
return
hint. It's over towards middle.
Nice.
crispy around
Re-clearing
the other
middle.
side from Zeus, but return to
It
what
might
is
not even need to be a
historical
re-clear middle.
comfort zone for Fnatic.
You could re-clear middle. I'm not
Very
saying that's a bad
rehearsed.
thing. Cam mid. There we go.
Coordinated util setup. To make sure they get this one across the line, and will force
We have
another
the cam over
timeout
towards
for
middle.
Both burnt up here
You just
for round
see
9.
either side of it. Maybe have a guy at the beginning.
Yeah, I do wanna
Shoot a
kind of
recon if you
talk
want
about
to.
something there,
Don't have to.
How choreographed that post-plant felt, even losing Kayak. Sat there, nice layers
contest
for
mid
the
as well?
spike
Yeah, you
use,
could
anyone
contest
who
mid as
tapped
well.
on towards it. It feels like Fnatic have
Well, historically, again, that's
The camera would at
something that they
least
absolutely
clear
love
all
to
your
do, right?
middle. You
Send-
can then save your trips.
back in
the
there.
Force them
day,
to
it
go
would
over
be
towards
to
middle.
go way
Especially as
forwards
they
and
just
then
went
be
over
able
towards
to
middle last
really
round. They're
rely
going to
on
feel
some of the
like
strength
they
of
don't have to
util.
go mid again with
Exit, they
pressure.
haven't burnt anything up, right? It's the Bladestorm
Fnatic here,
able
not
to
that it
create
suits
enough
them very
pressure
well, but they
both
should
Mr.
probably
Fallen
just
and
sight
Zeus
it.
all the way back in spawn.
'Cause you would
At that
imagine
point,
they
they've
would put
created
numbers over
advantage
towards
for
middle.
Five Alive. Like I said, Fnatic banking on such a... Whether or not that's a quick pivot or, like I said, the game plan from the get-go. but perfectly executed.
Where to put the camera mid, I'll show you.
When you want Fnatic to return to basics,
You do passive one
these
that
sort of
watches both of the
comfortable rounds where
chokes.
It's almost like FUT can't do anything there. They back them into
You
a
should
corner,
do cam here,
force them
right?
to
So it spots
overstep and
this
maybe
line,
make a desperate
it
play.
spots this line, and
Fnatic
then
will greet
all of
that
that
with a
info they get
smile.
over towards middle, you know that it's fake, and then you can keep this stuff here. Yeah, this is yeah, this is fine, right? This holds the same thing. It's a little bit more aggro than I would like, but I don't mind that. It's the same thing. This is a good timeout from them.
Wait,
I think he's seen
think
that.
Like we said, it was his obvious
He's
timeout.
absolutely seen something, but I think they saw it too. Sharp, clean, quick work from Boaster, calling in the cavalry, but does he need it? He does now, but the trade comes in as well. They could springboard into B if they fancy it. They could take that as the green light to go.
They doubled down a little bit, but
Adjustment. Instantaneous, but yes,
Boaster, he did really good, yeah.
Revealed at least with the knife, but no confirmation on his whereabouts.
Oh, that's a lovely peek, bro. Oh, that was nice, man.
Vekaj to seal the deal. Alpha now still lurking in mid. Going to play in the cut here. But Baha in the back lines found crashes.
Okay, can you get me one more and then I'm fully paying attention. Ah, yeah, just fizzles away.
It's a shame. I mean, Boaster did very, very good.
Impressive from Fnatic. They look
I
very
don't
in
think they
control. They're
needed to
understanding
do
all
the
of the
extra
pressure
layer
points.
of going
They come out
aggro,
on top cleanly, 8 to
but
1.
at least they
This
had the
doesn't feel
camera
like
mid.
there's much back here.
Theory. They should keep doing the camera mid. And literally just be like, the only reason we got owned here is because Boaster's done great.
Zeus are unable to pin that down a little earlier on. You can see the awareness here.
One enemy
Yesterday's whereabouts, but
Ace.
yeah, Fnatic starting to coast a little in some of these situations.
Oh, I'm worried they're not going to do the camera mid at all.
It's just a team effort too. No one's.
They have like the perfect solution, and
it's not just a kayak shot.
and then they do the more aggro camera, so now they can see that the change-up's been the camera, so the passive
and
camera
why
theory
not?
gets
Gotta throw
revealed if they
something
just
like
look at this. That's a little too risky for me. Don't like it.
There's a
You can see it on the
cacophony of
player cam
noise,
there.
yeah. Little jump scare behind him, but he's made it out and around, and they have no idea. Hello, oh dear.
Ooh.
Well,
Well, Mr. Fallen's got a kill as well.
that's probably not how you expected that to go.
Spike planted.
And we've been complimenting how well-rounded they've been at catching all those potential threats. This time, someone slipped the net. The backline threatened, eyes have to turn. Vekaj once again called upon. Should have heard some of these steps here, I'm pretty sure. Isolates one, but they've already slipped ahead here. I don't know if he knows there's going to be two. Yeah, they've certainly not relayed that there's a chance of it. 2v2, unrecoverable weapons, but Zeus wants in, and he gets in. Vekaj with nothing to say about it. Crashies has to clutch up on the side here. They've got upgrades, they've got rifles, but no armor, no sustain in this.
Shock.
Crashies trying to
They're
do
around the
his
world.
due diligence, good chip damage on it. They got to handle him, and they have.
We're just
Foot
going around the
getting
world.
underneath the skin, getting on the nerves, getting away with it in time.
Second on the board, really heads
Yeah,
up play.
let's see if
for
they can
FUT
get
to continue
4.
here, to apply pressure in the early round, try and catch somebody off guard, and then just playing the trades really well. Or just drifting ahead of the smoke.
They won this round. I mean, they hit some nice shots. They were very proactive. This is Fnatic though. They don't need to call a timeout for this. Boaster will just call to hold for 25 seconds now.
Force a timeout.
I would imagine. Oh, okay. They have to call a timeout for it.
Not necessarily many concerns here throughout the first half for them.
Fnatic are going to do two things. Either that mid pressure that they were doing at the beginning, or they're just going to tuck in spawn for just 25. Just watch everywhere for a push.
Change our minds back to where they are, so you'd want to see
Forget a timeout here as well. They might 3+ and push middle or something like this.
Fairly simple in the fact that they want to get aggressive. It's easier to do when you have just those sheriffs. It's easier to take that risk and gamble. You might catch someone off guard. And you could argue that maybe just catching out from that back pedal was a little bit lucky.
What do you think is the major difference playstyles from each region? I mean, the biggest difference you can get is EMEA and Pacific, man. I would say Americas is a good blend of the both, but EMEA is just all about default, try get info, try create question marks, and Pacific is just insta-send it, to be honest, which probably works a little bit better in the current meta, assuming it's double duelist. You obviously have to be able to default and stuff as well, but I think that's like my main criticism with a lot of the teams. Maybe even some America's teams. Like if you have double duelists, man, you can just send it. You don't have to do like the perfect stuff every round.
This time FUT
Yeah,
are on
FUT,
the other
we
side
said
of
they
the
might
fight.
do some kind of 3-person push middle.
Certainly getting
It's
involved.
at least 3 middle.
And I quite like that they've inserted J off the back of all that
Then
attention.
Fnatic did their little
coming in
mid
from Zeus.
default
That's
again.
a nice new look there.
Yeah, difficult to really clear him from that spot now. With Zeus picking up a deeper angle. When it's certainly there, but no come on, pop towards A here this time.
Oh, that flash was just in his face.
Oh.
Baha,
Okay.
brilliant from backside.
Nice
but
shots,
he
man.
held it down this time. He'd been at the mercy of Fnatic on the other side. Here, takes a stand. Don't take any more names though.
Yeah, okay, we didn't overheat. We're waiting for the carry to die as well. Good util.
Brutal scenario, and Baha wants more space. He's going forward.
Nice shot,
But
man.
the back line gets broken, the flank denied, and with 50 seconds, that's plenty of time.
Yeah,
for
would have been better
Certainly
locking them
is,
in.
but
It's a
haven't
little
sent
greedy.
Anybody out elsewhere? I think Fnatic probably still conscious of that.
It's a bit hard to say when he's done this shot, but
Or mid presence that was shown. Hopefully going to find themselves.
yeah, this is
clean
I mean, this
plant
is just
here
a good
on
lesson to learn for people that are watching
30
as well.
seconds left.
Both
A
of
lot of the
should
time when
go
you've done a
top
flank like this and you have numbers,
Alpha one small
like
drifted to
holding
mid,
them in
looking to
is a
potentially
lot
cut somebody
better
off in
than trying to
rotation.
win the rounds. Like this is actually the biggest difference. If you watch 2020 and maybe 2021 Durka as well, 2020, 2021 Durka, if you watch him, he would have done this here. If you watch him now, he will always just hold and lock them in.
It does give boast to the ult as
Like
well.
he's the best example of that, man.
From
Durka
the
would
ult,
always try and
playing
make
it
like
for
the
line.
winning plays. Now he
What
makes like the
does
smartest
Fnatic have
play.
to replay this space? Knife and a
Like
flash.
look how hard this is
Cross
now
delete.
for these guys.
Beyond that,
All he had to do
it's
was just lock him in, get info.
You have Baha's ult, but they need to get past this first wave. Actually, it's Alpha slipping away from this and Boast is somewhat taking over that kind of corner from heaven. That's the audio cue they're waiting on. Swing, spot.
Crazy
That's
timing.
One of those ults down. That's Baha's gone. Now it's going to be cross delete trying to work it back through, but the crossfire is maintained. Just Zeus alive, but a danger and a threat. And a missed shot opens up a chance, but it ain't
Yeah,
much.
all because of someone trying to win the round.
Shoulder to shoulder on
It's a
that,
great example.
making it work.
Beautiful push and pull.
Yeah,
between
I mean,
them.
sometimes you win the
Both
round
at
by
the
just
start,
not doing
trying
anything.
to catch a freebie there with Baha in astral form, but very well navigated by Fnatic, where it looks like almost a done deal that FUT can close this out. Sending somebody out to
Nice flash as well. You full blinded him.
maybe catch somebody drifting.
What's the reason for the
Consider
elbow
with
wall?
Alpha
This
once
one?
more up mid.
Just in case they flank and they end up over towards B. Just get info. A lot of the times they're fake pressuring middle and then just leaving middle. So if they do end up over towards B, they can get the info that someone's doing this. No one's going to do this to flank over towards B. Unless they push out through A, and then obviously if you're going A, it just means that one person has to hold. It's just purely for getting info. Like they never really, they only actually had pressure over towards middle with a person 3 times. That was it.
Pike takes this space in mid.
It's a shame, man. FUT had a good timeout where they're kind of using the camera to get him info, and
that
then
was quick from Alpha. You like to see that. Mr. Fallen
they kind of forgot about it.
trying to maintain that space, isolated on his own. And Baha's going for it. It feels
I
desperate.
mean, yeah, why not?
Feel a little bit too individual. There wasn't a plan in mind. Cross delete. Well, now you ain't got your gun, mate. This is rotten for him. Yeah, bye-bye. Fnatic just bulldozering towards site, taking no prisoners really, and it felt like FUT were just trying to make something happen for themselves.
Yao, hello, mate. I like the breeze eco strat. That has to be you, right?
Feel like it might be 10 on the board here for Fnatic. Alpha still on the hunt here with the operator. Catch the
He just
first
said it was his.
shuts him down, but Kayak will find the
I will say I
response.
don't like your Abyss comp though.
That's kind of clean.
Yeah,
That's kinda
your
clean.
Abyss
Yeah,
comp
you're allowed to
is
have a little grin on that one.
my
Fair
first
play,
comp that I've
fight,
disagreed
it's
with you
10 to
guys.
2. There's not much to really report in this one. There were glimmers of hope from FUT, but it felt just fleeting. And we have to go through it. That second half will be beckoning in just a moment's time.
Yeah, this is a rough one, man. Yeah, he's calm.
Your body knows.
Calm with it.
A sense of
Garlic
victory
Bread, thank you so much, man.
seized when mind,
Appreciate the
movement,
32
and
months
gear
as well.
ignite
Thank you.
as one. Now,
Yeah,
step
I mean
into
it's
your
kickoff,
zone,
dude. It happens.
designed to win.
Very ambitious pick in the best. But I think they were going with a bit of a curveball. I think that was their plan here. Go for a bit of a curveball because you think that they're not going to pick Abyss. The only thing is, I think Fnatic might have been going into this wanting to pick it, so I'd rather just leave it as like a trap play if you had a new comp. It's also pretty hard. Like, anything in Kickoff is pretty hard until you get to like the lower bracket of actually knowing where teams sit on maps. Like, Lev fell into a trap, right? They picked C9's Pearl after watching NRG destroy them, but I don't think C9's Pearl is bad. Like, they even pick it the game after, I think. Like, you can get trapped a little in Kickoff for sure.
Fnatic, and it didn't really stop Mike. They're sitting at 10-2. They've got to be happy with this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is exactly what I was kind of hoping to see from Fnatic, taking minimal risks. There some dicey calls in terms of trying to sell fakes.
That was the early game. It was scrappy, man. It was scrappy.
Really missing a beat in that first half.
Yeah, and it feels like going back to what's worked for them, I want to say historically, but just kind of stylistically, right? Those lovely post plants, really good understanding of tempo to the rounds, and for not being able to make the operator really sing. Yes, there was a great shot on towards Kayak at one point, but beyond that, it was just kind of as you'd expect. For me, however, Baha has been a real class standout. I've liked his work. It wasn't quite on my radar to the extent that Zeus was, for example, but he has stood out to me here, even with just, what, 2 rounds to their name? So we wait and see. Kayak, once again, things started with a bang, walking middle. There is a player on the other side, the man just spoken of.
Oh, is this gonna be incredibly unlucky timing from him?
That's so quick there.
Yeah, that was fast,
How does
yeah.
he come out the one?
No, I was gonna say, how's he aiming here and the guy in the corner comes out worse?
Madness.
That is insane, yeah.
The early intention here shown by
Flash on the top to late fight this, or take back the angle if you lose the angle.
Going to apply some sort of support here, and FUT gonna have some
It's a
issues here
great
at jump
knife.
point, but
Oh, he knifes behind here so it can't get broken once they're execing, so you get full numbers, and then flashes through. Oh, the KO Heaven look pretty nice here, bro. Oh, these look nice.
Gets across it. 11-2. Looks like they've got something to do tonight.
Yeah, certainly got dinner plans. Very difficult now for FUT to make a decision, potentially here to force in. Even just here, another step or 2 backwards until Fnatic have, what, 3 or 4 sets of eyes now.
Will you watch the Game Changer games? Nah, I only really watch Game Changers for their champs. Same with Ascension, really. I don't really watch Tier 2 until it gets to, like,
yeah, it feels almost formulaic at that point, right? They know what they need to do. They're playing very percentage.
I watch too much Tier 1, man. I can't.
They've decided to suffer
I can't add more to the play.
Get some information, but necessarily comfortable here with the classics. Basically walked into the blender once more. Kayak too beautiful.
Really nice, man. Really nice.
It's nice to see an in-zone flawless there.
10 goes at it.
Up to 12 and FUT still held on just that 2.
Is
So
Tier 2 or
really
Game Changers high
just
level?
one
Tier
last
2's high
stand for
level.
them to make.
Game Changers is like Tier 3, sometimes on certain maps is like Tier 2 level for sure.
Just on the edge of the scope as well.
Up and over. Bosh. Oof.
Goes without saying, again, one of the highlights of the region, not just globally, but Kayak just looking to, I guess, set that tone once more this year. See our MVP. See what the plan here for FUT is.
There's certain players that could hold their own in Tier 1, I agree. But as a like collective of a team of 5, it's normally just Tier 2 level.
Immediately, sacking outside A once more. Crashes. Looked like he knew he was getting shot at there.
Might have been just going through the motions, mini-map up. Sort of having a look that way. Zeus trying to break that front line. The reflood from Fnatic to kind of fight back in. Turn on the flash! Fantastic from Crosstaley.
Mate, Kayak is looking...
down, should I say. And it leaves Kayak alive. Who's on
oh, that's my fault, mate. I apologize.
Poster on the trade. 2v2 and the plant not quite in. He wants to Fallen and Zeus. There's a lot of pressure to play up against, and these two clutched out.
What I was actually going to say after that was crap. That's the thing.
Attacking side. Trying to bait the barrel.
Dude,
Oh,
was
but it doesn't
Alpha
work out. Come on
was
now.
Alpha kind of blocking him a little there? That looks so weird.
First contact. Yeah, this should be an extension of play at bare minimum. FUT should be holding the angle now. Maybe high-low setup, working together. I think Alpha knows this one is pretty much unwinnable and decides to bow out of the race.
So the buy is still there for Fnatic to follow this. Only 2 rifles. And Miss Falling will be forced to purchase a shield as well. At least here will extend by.
Do you think you could still coach at a tier 1 level, jump into a team right now? Yeah, I think so. I would worry if I couldn't watch this much. I think you have to back yourself, Mark, for sure.
Crossley just does so well to turn this and still double down on.
Nice! Let's go!
Still some energy for FUT.
Yep.
Certainly not giving up just yet.
Can you pick Zeta? The problem with Zeta is they just get aim diffed, man.
If required.
Let's see if we get that far, shall we?
FUT looking now to sell the fake effectively. Stacking up here in the previous 2 rounds. Spot on 1. Fnatic interested for the time being. Crashies, no confirmation in mid.
Rotating instantly though, they're pulling Kayak off of A. Maybe just because they didn't see anything on that.
Well, counting down May, I'm not believing until they get like a couple more. By a couple more, I mean like up to 8.
No, Zeus already further forward. Alpha gonna go check on the site, and then he gets caught off guard. Lucky to be living, and Alpha trying to find a corner to play from. Up and over the top, completely unawares.
Dude, that was kind of nice, man. Yeah, I get the vice with them. Helps them fast flood as well. Oh. Yeah, and this guy doesn't think that the KO is anywhere this close.
That's nasty. That's nasty. That feels like nail in coffin.
Mr. Fallen now in a 1v3. It's the most awkward choke point across now, considering FUT's
New name
success.
with a prime. Appreciate the 3 months.
Previous
Thank you,
rounds.
thank you.
Could you imagine?
How do you think Pal's doing as a head coach? He's doing great.
Yeah. I mean,
The problem with the coaching stuff is every year the
the
percentage reduces of how much impact you can have. It's still very high in this game, for sure. Very, very high. But it's slowly getting smaller and smaller.
Crushing the opposition. FUT didn't really have much of a say here, Mike. This has been
Yeah,
one-sided
Pal's really good now.
start to end, and this was FUT's choice.